Great to be here with Josh Wilson, the member for Fremantle, and to be here at the home of the Fremantle Football Club, Wally Up, and to be hosted today by Alex, Hayley and Colleen. This football club, as Josh said, has a deep history with our First Nations people. 36 Indigenous men and 12 Indigenous women have put on the Fremantle jersey and represented this club in the AFL and the AFLW. And right from the beginning, you see in Fremantle a celebration of the First Nations history of the club, but also the First Nations present and a nurturing of the First Nations future. And you can see that in the presence of the captain of the Fremantle Football Club, Alex Pearce, who is a proud Palawa man from Tasmania. Alex has given me today a jersey, or one of the jerseys, which was from the St Nicholas round, which Alex helped co-design, which tells Alex's story, his journey from Tasmania to Fremantle, where he is now doing such a fine job representing this football club. And just as we see Fremantle celebrate and recognise its connection with First Nations people, this year there is an opportunity for our country to do the same. To do the same in making sure that our national document reflects the fact that our First Nations people were the custodians of this continent for 65,000 years. And our national document is not complete, our constitution is not complete until that recognition occurs. And at the 2017 Uluru Statement from the Heart, the Indigenous leadership of our country asked that that recognition occur in a practical way through consulting with Indigenous people around issues which particularly affect them by having a voice to Parliament. And they wanted that practical recognition in the Constitution because we have a persistent and stubborn gap in social outcomes between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians. We, I think, like to feel around this country that at the heart of the Australian ethos is the idea of a fair go for all. But when a group of Australians, by virtue of their birth, live shorter lives, live less healthy lives, receive less education and are poorer, it is difficult to in fact claim that there is a fair go for all. And the persistent gap which...
That's Deputy Prime Minister Richard Marles attempting to support the Voice campaign with the Fremantle Dockers Football Club in Perth.